I don't think I mentioned this, but I just woke up like right before I tweeted. By the way, I'm just letting you know. I just woke up like right before I tweet. I just woke up like right before I tweeted. I just woke up like right before I tweeted. I just. What was that? Wait, can I have two of these? Why are there two? I can play two? Oh wait, you know what? I think I actually have three if you include the lo-fi version. No. Sorry. Wait, I got a tweet. Speedrun. Wait, I forgot to set something up. I'm cutting into the first Pomodoro. Sorry. Hashtag sorry. Hashtag sorry. Here, I'll make up for it this way. I'll talk while I set it up. So it's kind of like I've already started. Because you know how I do this. I do 10 minutes of talking and then 20 minutes of working. I have to cut into the first 10 minutes of talking. I can't start yet. I forgot. I have to do something. I forgot. This is, whoa. This is so weird. I'd never talked this much on the loading screen. What's going on? What is going on? Hashtag sorry. Hashtag sorry. Hashtag sorry. I'm in such a silly mood. I should not be working right now, but I have to. I have to make progress. There's so much I have to do. I'm falling behind so much lately. Oh my gosh. Wait, I don't know what's wrong with it. Oh, yes, I do. Okay, awesome. I figured it out. Okay, beautiful. Okay, let's, yeah, okay. Oh, wait, I forgot to do one of these. Watch this. Oh, there it is. What's he gonna say? I bet I can guess. Whoa! Yeah. Oh, whoa! Oh my gosh! Whoa! 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 I keep forgetting forgetting to do that lately. Anyway, let's wait, I forgot something else. Ah! Okay, that's fine. We're just gonna roll with it. Wait, I clicked the wrong thing. I'm sick. I'm sick. I can't do anything right. I mean, I'm so awesome and sugoi, and that is not a very kind way to speak about myself. Hi. Hey. How's it going? Yahoo. I'm in a really silly mood today. I don't know. I guess it's because I didn't get to hang out with you at all yesterday. I find that I don't know, I've noticed over the last several months that anytime I take like a good day or two off with no stream, the moment I come back, it's like all the energy comes crashing in, like boom, 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 like coursing through my veins. Yeah, I was excited to stream today. Technically, my reason tells me, like my brain tells me I probably should not stream today, but my heart yearns for stream, so we're here. We ball. Oh my goodness. Debonair withdrawal. I personally do not withdraw from. I withdraw from this game. I withdraw. I forfeit. No. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I'm a little underslept today. That's probably also part of it. I slept like 5 hours where I normally prioritize 9. I'll have to make up the other like 3 or 4 hours after the stream is over in the form of a nap. I think I'm gonna go back to napping twice a day for a bit. My sleep is perpetually threatened, but you'd do it too. You would do it too for what is the meme? You do it too for a check. Yeah, I get a good nap before the collab. Did you see? I'll talk about it when I get to my schedule at the end of the stream today. But I do have a collab tomorrow morning that I won't sleep through. SpongeBob meme. And live. And be awake for it. Yeah, wait, hold on. Let me see. I need to. Whoa, hold on. I almost changed everything. That would have been so scary. Okay, where's my Oh, that is not. Okay, that's the wrong thing. Ooh, immersion broken actually. Ew. What was that? Wait, hold on. I can fix that. Here, let's do that again. This is what it should have looked like if I did that right. Oh, wow. These are not new anymore. This is the thing I showed when these were new. I clicked the wrong thing. What am I'm looking for you. There you are. Now where is Okay, hold on. This is the thing I forgot, by the way. I was like, wait, I forgot something else. It was this. I need to set up my little disclaimer text so that nobody wonders what's going on. Yeah, new emojis. We got new emojis. Okay. Wow. Wowzers. Okay, hold on. We can do this together. Normally, I'd have a really sexy, beautiful transition into this, but we can just do it right now, like this. How's this? Okay, awesome. We'll do. That's very small. Excuse me, sir. All right. 10 minutes chatting, 20 minutes working, currently chatting. Maybe I can make this better. Chatting. I am chatting. Whoa, affirmative. Timer's technically already started, even if it does not look like it started on the screen. So today we will be doing some Pomodoro because I'm a very busy Kaelix. I'm a very busy Kaelix this week. And everything is begging me not to stream, but I want to stream anyway, so this is how I'm going to make that work for me. I'm really happy to spend whatever time we can get together. So I'm gonna spend today writing. I have an important thing I have to write, and I gotta get it done before like tomorrow morning. And it will be done. Trust and believe it'll be done. Because I'm so awesome and sugoi with it. It'll be awesome. So feel free to study with me or work with me, or I know that sometimes you like to just sit and look at me. That's okay too. I don't feel like I'm the best Coco Melon, but if I am your Coco Melon, that's fine, I guess. Today I have throat coat tea, but not the usual kind. Today I have like the lemon echinacea flavor. I don't have it very often. My mom just happened to grab a box. She was like, "Oh, Calyx, I know you really like this tea, so I thought I'd get you a box." I was like, "Oh, thank you." And she didn't know it was a different kind, but it's nice because it means I get some variety. Oishi. I like the lemon echinacea one because it makes me feel like the aftertaste feels kind of like I've had a cookie. Like it tastes like a cookie in your mouth. Want that cookie so effing bad? What? Anyway, we'll be working for 20 minutes here in about 1 minute. I'm sorry I cut into the first 10 minutes. I'm usually very strict about starting right on time so that I don't cut into the chatting section, but in order for it to be a clean 30 minutes that I can track really easily, yeah, we're gonna start in 1 minute. Have my Morse code converter ready just in case. Oh, you have no faith in me. I'll be so locked in. You're not gonna get a lick of Morse code from me. No Morse code from me today. Nope. You're not getting any. None. You hear? Anyway, let me set up the timer. It'll be okay. Not yet. Hold on. Let me set up the text. You ready to start locking in? Or at least we didn't talk as much, but all right. We'll talk in 20 minutes. You hear? Ooh. Guess what I got? You'll see. All right, we can chat now. But like actually, I was kind of chatting anyway. Hopefully that makes up for the fact that I started the first tomato late, the first pomodoro. Mm. Yeah, we can just chat with no distraction for the next 10 minutes. Yeah, I dropped the schedule. That will count that as the work that I did. Technically, it was supposed to be a really quick, tiny, like 2-minute task in my first 20-minute section, but I got something wrong and I had to delete and re-upload. I mean, I uploaded it correct on the first try, and I haven't had to. I actually have been on a really good streak of not messing it up. It's specifically just time zones that mess me up. I get so bad with time zones. I've always been weak to time zones, just in general. Not even just like adjusting them on a schedule for you to read. It's like I struggle to process them in general, even when it's not daylight savings. I don't think we need daylight savings. All right, this is my petition. This is my petition to every country that practices daylight savings. How about we just don't do that? What if we just didn't do daylight savings? What if instead of daylight savings, we we just didn't do that? What if instead of daylight savings, we just kept it the same all the time? Hmm? Thoughts? I get so confused whenever I have to transition in and out of daylight savings. I get so stuck. I make so many mistakes. I get everything all mixed up. And it's been like a good week now since we switched out of daylight savings here in the States, and I'm still messing things up. I get so confused. I missed a meeting almost. And that meeting was especially embarrassing. It came up briefly during my birthday like lobby collab day where we played Jackbox and Gardic and when we just chatted. But I did miss a meeting recently almost. I was 30 minutes late to a meeting last week. But what makes it really embarrassing and really funny, this is the context that makes it crazy. You know, it'd be one thing if I just said nothing and didn't show up, right? But the thing is, a couple hours before the meeting, I think it was either Frio that started the conversation or a manager that started the conversation, but I think it might have been Frio. Somebody was like, "Oh yeah, by the way, we're leaving daylight savings. So are we going by like United States time zones or are we going by JST for the next meeting and for the next meetings?" And then we agreed like, "Oh, we'll just do JST. Is that fine with everybody?" And I replied, "Yeah, I'll see you in a couple hours." Like I knew. I was there when we decided it would be JST. I outright agreed to it and said something. Like, "Yeah, I'll remember that." But I forgot to change my alarm. I was like, "Ugh, it's in like 30 minutes. I'll remember." And then I just started hanging out, browsing the web. I think I even replied to I think I said something in a By the Beat members waiting room on youtube.com. And and they're like, "Get in here. Why aren't you here?" It was so embarrassing. It's like next level embarrassing, right? It's one thing if you just don't say anything and you don't show up, then they're like, "Oh, okay, he probably fell asleep or maybe he didn't know it was this time." I knew it was that time and I told them I knew. I agreed. I was one of the first people to reply like, "Oh yeah, we're leaving daylight savings. Let's do this time." I was one of the first people to say anything. And then I missed it. It wasn't anything important, thankfully. Sometimes the meetings are very chill. Nothing too serious to get through, but yeah. Uh, Next level embarrassing. I forgot to change my alarms. My alarms were still, and then that's where it gets really funny. Uh, we reached the point like near the end of that hour where my alarm would normally go off. Like, "Hey, Kaelix, there's a meeting." And then they all hear it. Yeah, I was just dilly dallying, and they were getting to business. They were getting down to business. Ugh, used to it. That's what I hate. I hate that so bad. But technically, I'm at 3 strikes you're out now, right? I'm at 3 strikes you're out. I actually consider myself to be a very punctual person. despite my weaknesses and despite my struggles with time, I consider myself to be punctual. Like if I know something is going to be at a certain time, I'm getting ready hours early, 3 or 4 hours early sometimes if it's serious enough. I'm sitting and waiting minimum 30 minutes early, usually an hour early. I like it is extreme the extent to which I will be early for something so that I'm ready on time. Unfortunately, it is still my one of my if not my one of my biggest weaknesses, it is my biggest weakness, I think. Time zones and time in general. I and now I've been late for 3 important things. 2 of them are public, well, I guess all 3 of them are publicly known now. I was late for my first interview, and by late I mean I completely slept through it because I got the time wrong. I thought it was the next day. I was late for I missed my very first interview for NIJISANJI. I slept through that really cool Dead by Daylight collab, but that wasn't a time problem. That was a time management problem. I wasn't getting enough sleep, and I fell asleep at my desk. This time I just got the time zone wrong. I don't want to be remembered as someone who always gets the time wrong. It's so sad. So I'll have to work even harder, do my best so that people remember me as the punctual guy who's always on time. Hmm. If I am remembered otherwise though, I deserve it. I gotta work harder. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Time is hard. Time management is difficult. Hasn't happened that much. I don't know. Cause you want to know what? When I finally realized and I got there, they were like, "Oh, we thought you were just doing a Kaelix." I was like, "No, don't call it that." But it's true. It's true, and it's absolutely a thing. I've done it my whole life. I've done it my whole life. That's just who I am. I try my best, but it's just my nature, I guess. Yeah, I'll have to work harder so that doing a Calyx is actually like being ready an hour and a half early. Because that's how it is 9 times out of 10 for me. That's just not the kind of thing that you notice, right? You'll notice if somebody's late, but you won't really notice unless you won't really notice that they're early unless it's like a party or something. Because for some reason everybody wants to show up late to parties. That's something it took me a while to learn. Yeah. I heard Vanta was the same pretty recently. I saw stuff about that on Twitter. That was really funny. I don't know that whole like recap, that all the retellings of that. I saw myself in him. I don't know if you know about that. Like Vanta showing up super early, and by super early I mean right on time to a party. Because at least here in America, here in the United States, because it's different in other countries, I think. Here in the United States, if people say the party starts at 6 p.m., what that means is we are going to start setting up the party at 6 p.m. Please do not show up until at least 7:30. Ideally closer to 8 p.m. is when you should show up because this party will go all night. Do not show up right on time. Unless you want to help us set up, I guess. It's an awkward, weird, uncomfortable thing to show up on time in the United States for a party. Most of the time. Some people are different. I personally, if I say it's at 6 p.m., I want you there at 5:50 at least. More like 5:30. I want you there early if I say something starts at 6. Because if you're right on time, you're late. Yeah, that's something I had to learn the hard way for the few parties that I went to. I would be there right on time helping everybody set up because I thought it was going to start that time. And sometimes it's awkward because you don't know everybody there, and I can get through that because I can hold a conversation with anybody if I try, but yeah, I don't know. I just think if people say something starts at a certain time, it should start at that time, and that's just how it should work. Yeah, it is odd, right? Yeah, no, I would be there at 5:45 too. If you tell me the party starts at 6, more than 5, I'd be there at like 5:30, dawdling for 10 minutes. Then I'd go in at 5:45. And I'd be like, hey, I know I'm a little early. I just thought I'd come in just and check out, see if you need any help, I guess. That's just how I operate. Speaking of time, though, we gotta get back to work. We gotta lock in. We're gonna work for 20 minutes, okay? Lock in time.
We've completed our first Pomodoro. Let's do our second. I'll see you in 20. Even then, I will always find a way. Hi. We can chat for 10 minutes. We finished our second Pomodoro. Yay! I locked in so hard. I am struggling a little bit with direction for this thing that I'm writing this time around. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes I'll sit down to write and I know exactly what I want from the very beginning. Sometimes before the beginning. Sometimes before I even start, I already know exactly what I want. And it's just a matter of putting it on paper. Other times I get that block. You know, I get that block. It's like I've got half of an idea. I've got half of an idea, but I don't have the whole idea. Or rather, it's like I know where I want it to end, but I don't know how I want it to start or the path I want it to take to that ending. You know what I mean? That's where I'm at right now. Dirt block. You could build anything with just one kind of block, like Nether Fortress, dirt block. My house, dirt block. I haven't thought about that in a minute. Yeah, I'm experiencing a bit of a dirt block, some writer's block. Outline, I guess, but like, what do I put on the outline? I'm also not an outline kind of guy, though that might be a weakness. I don't know. For me, the way that my brain works, it's like I do acknowledge that you're usually taught to do like first you do your outline, or rather, okay, first you do your rough outline, then you do your actual outline, then you turn that outline into a rough draft, and then you turn that rough draft into a first draft, and then that first draft becomes a second draft, and then a third draft, and then you finish it. I don't do that. I start with a blank page, and I begin writing the final draft. And I proofread it as I go. And then I finish. The end. That's how I write. That is how I work, but maybe that's just me. I don't know. There is actually like a word for this that I've learned. The former would be called top-down thinking. It means you start at the top and you work your way down. Or specifically, you start with a very broad picture and then you gradually zoom into the details, right? The opposite is less common. It's bottom-up thinking. I am usually a bottom-up thinker. This means that you start with the minute details, and rather than zooming out, you just kind of move left to right, if that makes sense, until you have the entire picture fully done with all the details. I'm a bottom-up thinker. I start with the fine details. Sometimes it's a strength, sometimes it's a weakness. It goes both ways. Same for top-down thinking. It has its strengths and weaknesses. I think, for example, top-down thinkers are generally really good leaders. They're really good at like planning a lot of the time. Bottom-up thinkers are better at like executing or following. Usually they're better at like following an order that someone has given them and then, putting all the details into practice. It depends on the context though. Yeah, sometimes with that line of thinking and with that method of writing, I get caught where, I don't really write with an outline anyway, and I don't know exactly what I want the details to be, so I don't see them. They're not there. So I spent a good 5+ minutes of that last 20-minute section just staring at the page like, It does depend on the task or situation though, yeah. And sometimes I do actually try to adapt more to top-down thinking. For example, in Animal Crossing, a way of me trying to do that is introducing the blueprint. But you may notice already that I'm kind of derailing from the blueprint and just kind of doing things by ear when I'm on the map itself, right? When I'm actually there doing it. That's more compatible with like the Kaelix mode, with my method of starting with a small area and just doing it, filling it up with details, and then moving from there. That's why I have my entrance fully decorated, and then the rest of the island is just like crazy. I have to only write down when I think of something, or do I just word vomit to get something down? I do not word vomit. That is not a thing I do. If I write it, it stays there usually. And if it doesn't stay there, it's only minorly changed. For me, the make it exist first, make it look good later method, it does not often work for me, I'm afraid. I have to put a perfect circle on the page the first time. And usually I manage to do it. But it's because I draw the circle in a bunch of tiny little parts. Like I draw this part of the circle, then this part of the circle, then this part of the circle, then this part, 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 and then I've got a whole circle. You know what I mean? Makes you so slow. That's my problem. I think I've shared before that one of my biggest struggles with work and with keeping up with others, even now, like with my peers in this new gig, is that I work really, really slowly. I do good work, and I'm proud to say it. I am proud of my work just in general. I do a good job. I have a high standard of quality, and I usually don't fail to meet it, and I'm very proud of it. And I think I am an asset to any group that I'm working with. However, I work so slow. I'm so slow. It takes me so much longer than other people. Like, go at your own pace, but like my pace is minimum 5 times the length of the average person doing the exact same thing, sometimes with the exact same results. So that can be kind of frustrating. It feels sometimes like I have to schedule twice as much time to do a task as somebody else, and that can be like part of it almost feels unfair sometimes. It's like, why do I have to put in so much time for something that somebody else could do so much more quickly? But I don't think that matters in the end of the day. What matters is the effort. And I still have a product that I can be proud of, so that's cool too. This takes me longer. It was a lot harder, especially in like school. It took me so much longer to do homework, for example. So the moment I started doing difficult homework, when I started doing college courses, ooh, it was rough. I do hope that even though this world is not built for you to go at your own pace, I do hope that you aren't too afraid to go at your own pace. Take the time you need to finish things. I realize that this life comes with deadlines. It comes with obligations to fulfill. And I realize that we don't really have a choice in the matter. I've been there. I do hope that when it is in your control that you aren't afraid to take it slow. Yeah. It's very important. But it's so frustrating. Ah. Yeah, no, deadlines are absolutely not a bad thing. In fact, I love deadlines. To me, deadlines are justice. And when people break them, I feel like the world is going to explode. When people fail to meet a deadline, I'm like, when people fail to meet a deadline, I'm like, I'm squeezing my hands together. I'm like, and then I'm normal, and then I'm reasonable about it. I'm like, okay, realistically, they probably meant to meet this, and there might have been something that came up, something happened. Maybe they got sick. Maybe somebody else had something happen. Then I could be reasonable. But for a moment, whenever a deadline is missed, I'm exploding people with my mind. Deadlines are justice. We cannot always meet them. I struggle to meet them. So it would be hypocritical of me to get upset with people for not doing it. All that matters is that you communicate so that a deadline can be moved. Yeah. Not turning evil. I think it took me turning evil in the past to become reasonable. Because I mentioned that it was tough in school. I was always the kid that did the group assignment by myself when I was in school. Yeah, when I was still a student, I was doing all those group assignments by myself. And I'd let them put their name on it, but trust the first name on there would be Kaelix. First one, right at the top. Every time. Because I could not trust people to meet deadlines or do their work, or like if I could trust them to do it, I couldn't trust them to do a job that I was satisfied with that would get us an A. So I hate group assignments. I think they should be pass fail. Like I don't think, oh, whoops. I did the timer wrong. I don't think group assignments should be graded on quality. I think it should be graded on whether it's done or not. That's my radical belief. All teachers should listen to me. Okay, I'm gonna lock in now. 20 minutes. Let's finish this next Pomodoro. I was a little late to start the timer, but that's okay. Hi. Sorry, I got distracted. I have my direction now. I know what I want to write. My writer's block is gone for now. I figured out how I want to get to the end. Now I'm king of the world. And I'm actually the best writer that has ever lived. And everyone that's ever written a book wants what I have. Living or dead, they all wish they were me. They all want a piece of what I got. Christmas BP incoming? Nah, that's way too soon. Nah, if I'm ever writing for a VP, you should trust that it's way later down the line. I can't give you details about how that works though. It's for the best that I retain your mystery. Yeah, no. No Christmas VP. Unless? No. Just kidding. Unless? I cannot confirm or deny. Yeah, no, I can't say whether I'm participating in any voice packs anytime soon. There is one available right now though. And it's not available for much longer actually. I do recommend checking out. I'll be more subtle with my self shilling this time. My merch shill, my merch sales pitch. I have merch available, and it's ending very soon. It's only available for a couple more days, I think. Maybe one more day. Ooh, oh, it's gone tomorrow. You gotta hurry if you want it. Till my merch disappears. Hold on. Let's see. Emoji. Boom. Feel free to check it out. I was not in the best vocal condition when I recorded this VP, but honestly, I wrote it to sound a bit more like real anyway, so I guess it's fine. Yeah, this was I recorded that one I think when do you remember when I had that brief scare several months back where I was like, I'm gonna go to the doctor because my throat hurts a little bit all the time. And then I went to the doctor and they're like, just rest. Do you remember that? It was then. That was when I recorded that one, I think. I'm pretty sure. I might have my timing off. Yeah, so I'm not super proud of it, but I meant every single word I said, so there's at least that much that I can be proud of. I stand by my words at least. Yeah, it's if you're on the subject of like voice packs, I do have one available this month, but it's only available for one more day. I did not participate in this month's like monthly voice pack, which should go on sale very soon if it isn't already. Recommend checking it out. There's a sample available. You can listen to the sample. Do you want to actually you want to listen to it together? Nah, I'm not gonna waste our Pomodoro time on that. I normally would though. Maybe later. But yeah, feel free to check it out. Also, the merch. I will say the voice pack will probably come back for my next birthday, but the merch, once this closes tomorrow, the merch is gone forever. And Sino Mama did such a beautiful job. You gotta grab it. You gotta grab it if you want it. Otherwise, you're gonna miss your chance. You better hurry. No pressure though. I personally am not much of a merch collecting type. I usually am more of like a digital goods person because I'm a bit minimalist in the way that I organize my stuff. I don't like having too many things around my home. However, I know a lot of people love having like things to hang up on the wall and things to put on their little cute bag. I've seen so many cute bags. I can never remember the name for these bags. The bags where you put all the pins and plushies and stuff in them for oshikatsu. I love those bags so much. They're so cute. I've seen so many cute ones that people have made with like it's so funny they don't have that many like official goods of me yet since I haven't been around that long. Ita bag, yes. I haven't been around very long, so there aren't that many official goods to work with. So it's so funny. I've seen so many Ita bags for me where it'll just be like my welcome good checky times 100, just lining the whole bag, or like just a bunch of the same pin. uh, yeah, no pressure. No pressure. It just comes down to what you like or what you're able to do. I'm particularly excited about this one, and I'm so enthusiastic about like promoting it just because I'm so proud of the illustration work from Sainomama. I want the whole world to see it. I thought it was so beautiful. I don't know. It was a very special experience this time because I. It's one thing if someone makes like fan art, right? But if I'm like, okay, I want to stand like this, or I wanna be in this setting, like a request, like I'm thinking this kind of thing is cool. That always feels really nice. So this is actually I think my favorite to date, official or otherwise. Made me so happy. Teehee. mm. Oshikatsu rosette. Ah, I love rosettes. Like the ribbon flowers. I kind of want to make one of those. I never learned, but I had a brief interest in learning to do that like a year or two ago. Maybe I could make a rosette. Maybe I could wear a rosette sometime. I feel like I'd love to wear a rosette. Like wear like a really like idol type costume sometime and throw a rosette on there. That'd be pretty cute. Do you see the vision? It could be like orange and yellow. Maybe like the rosette emoji actually. Well, actually the rosette emoji is different colors depending on what platform you use. Because here on YouTube it's like more orange, but on like Apple, it's more yellow, I think. I like the Apple like iPhone rosette emoji colors, I think. Yeah, could you see that like on the chest, like near the left side maybe, with like a ribbon trailing down or something? I don't know. Kind of like a badge. That could be cute. That could be stylish. Or like maybe you could put it on a hat or something. I don't know. I'll have to take note of that next time I have to figure out an outfit. Next time, I don't know, like if I've got a big stage performance or something, maybe I could throw a rosette on there. That'd be really cool. That'd be really cool if the day comes for like a stage costume or something like overture. Something like that would be a dream. Yeah, maybe I can get away with it then if that day comes. Rubbing my hands together. I'll continue to do my best so I can have an opportunity like that. Swag City new merch. Swag City isn't real. I don't know what you're talking about. I've never heard of that before. You must be making things up. Are like is joking your hobby? Is lying your hobby? Oh my gosh. Swag City Eraser. No, you can't erase it. It was never there. It's just not it just doesn't exist. You can't erase what's never existed. Hmm. I think it's funny though. I do actually kind of want to design a shirt sometime. See if I can like push it as an official good maybe someday. Probably not any of the Swag City shirts, but maybe that could be pretty cool. I'll try in earnest to do that sometime. I think there is a way I could make that happen if I fight or if I if I ask really nicely. I don't know how it works though, but I think other livers have done things like that before, so or at least I remember them doing things like that. I'll have to look into that. Hmm. Anyway, we gotta get back to work. Boom. Let's continue and finish this next Pomodoro. Let me change the All right, now I have the direction for my script, so I'm going to be turbo locked in this time. You're always free to attempt to distract me as long as you're not breaking any rules. Yeah, give me your energy. I don't want the handbags, the money, or the diamond rings. Wait. Oh my god. I need to focus. It didn't work. Yahoo. Shake your chain. Yeah, shake your chain, shake your chain. For the one time, for the one time. Don't you see me trying to do my work today type shift? If I do this, will you leave me alone type shift? I know somebody that would be very happy about that. Now, okay, rewind, pause, rewind, play. What was that about? That's not at all what I meant when I said you could try and distract me as long as you're not breaking the rules. That's not what I meant. That was way too much. You went way too far. What the heck? What am I talking about? You know exactly what I'm talking about. You see it. The evidence is still there. Let's see what the audience has to say. It's right there. You can still see some of it. What the heck was that about? Totally embarrassing on my part, though. When I mentioned doing my stand, I was like, wait. Because here's the thing. Usually whenever I like when I restrict people from chatting in these moments, I forget that people can still donate, right? But I remembered it this time. I was like, oh, what I can do is I can turn off donations before. I can turn off donations before I change the chat limit to 15 years. And I did. And until I turned it back on, I don't think anybody could send supers. The problem was that I didn't know that it didn't include membership gifting. I don't know if I can turn that off ever unless I just cancel memberships altogether. And I'm not going to close memberships for a 2-second bit. Yeah, I can't turn off gifts. There's no way. $15 years. Well, I was gonna turn it back off. The whole point was that nobody could say anything. I was gonna pause and nobody could do anything, just a moment of calm. And then I was gonna turn everything back on and do the play emoji. But it didn't work because you can still gift memberships when it's paused. I didn't know that. It's like no matter what I do and no matter what I learn, there's still something else. Yeah, I don't think I can turn it off. The only way for me to turn it off is to cancel it altogether, which would suck. And it would be really bad for a lot of people, including me. So I can't do that, unfortunately. So you win this time, I guess. Yeah, I was going to do my stand. It was going to be so cool. It was going to be the pause emoji, moment of calm, then play, and then it would be chaos again. It was going to be so funny. I need you to imagine that that's what happened. I would have had so much aura too. Actually, I kind of want to have aura. Can you promise not to donate anything or gift anything so that I can have my auraful moment? Can you promise just this one time, please? Can you like actually not do it this time? I want to have my cool auraful moment. No, oh, please. Please, I want to look cool so bad. It would look so cool. Please. Please, it would look so cool. I want to show you what it would have looked like. I want to show you what it would have looked like, okay? No, please, 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 please. Here. We'll do the. It's just for the joke, okay? Okay. Here we go. It'll look like this, and then I freeze, and you can't say anything. Then I have a sip of my tea, and then play. Wasn't that cool? Wasn't that so auraful? Now imagine if it would have worked the first time. I want you to pretend when you remember today, like when today is a memory, when I'm a memory, I want you to remember that that happened the first time. All right? That's how I want you to remember it instead of what actually happened. Happy now? Yeah. Yeah, I got my Oriful moment. Thank you for playing along. I feel like for it to really be Oriful, I shouldn't have to ask for it, though, so... Skill issue on my part, I guess. Hmm. Negative aura. No, please. I want to be cool so bad. I try so hard to be cool. I try so hard to impress you all the time, and it's never enough. I don't know what to do. Oh no. I forgot about the schedule already. Don't remind me. Oh, today is so embarrassing. Woe is me. Woe is me. Woe is me. Misery. Ah. Only Calvin is naturally Oriful. Oh, I get it. You like Calvin more than Kaelix. You just don't like me as much as you like that guy. Well, he's gone, okay? He's never coming back. Ha! Take that! Boo-hoo! He's gone! He's made up. He's not real. That guy isn't real. Okay. No, I miss him too. I miss him too. I do want to bring him back somehow at some point for a limited time. But also I don't. I also feel like if I get that kind of situation again, I should do somebody new. Create somebody new to get attached to. I feel like we cannot go a stream without mentioning VCraft. Have I had, like, I don't know. I don't know if anybody has data on this or if anybody collects or cares about this kind of information. Have I had a single stream the last month where VCraft was not mentioned or referenced a single time? Have I had a single stream without a VCraft reference or mention? A single one. Since VCraft even. Not one? Oh my god. I'm so sorry to anybody that was not interested in VCraft and did not watch it. I'm so sorry for all the karaoke. Okay, yeah, karaoke gets a pass, right? I didn't reference it during the karaoke stream. Boom. But also that wasn't really me. That was kind of like another OC, the karaoke stream that I did. Oh yeah, silent ones, I guess, yeah. But in those cases, I'm not mentioning anything. Do I hate you? No. No. But apparently you hate me. Or I guess you just don't love me as much as you love that Calvin guy. Yeah, it's okay. I get it. He's Oriful. He's very clearly not interested, so that makes him even more appealing. I get it. I get it. I get it. It's fine. Wait, Calvin was in the silent one? Wait, I literally did. I put his costume on. And I think I might have even spoken as him for a second. I don't know. I don't think I spoke as him. I didn't speak in that one. I was on vocal rest. Funnier and prettier? What? I literally acted as him. That's me. What do you mean prettier? That was me in costume. You better not say he was prettier. What the heck? What's that supposed to mean? And funnier, that man has the humor of a broom. That man has the humor of a sea sponge. And I don't mean SpongeBob. That man's got no humor. That man will tell the driest joke you've ever heard and then go. Anyway, we got another Pomodoro to continue. Working. I forgot to do the timer on time. Oopsie. Few seconds late. Yeah, that man had no humor. Except for when he did. But that was me. That was me shining through. I just can't help but let my beautiful radiant light shine through everything I do because I'm just so happy to be here. Okay, lock in. 20 minutes. I'll see you in 20 minutes. I started a little late too. Oopsie. Hi. Hi, hi, hi. Hi, 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 hi. Hello, hi. Hey. Hi. Hello. Do you ever practice your greetings? I've asked this question before, but do you? Do you ever practice like a warm hello? Like, do you ever stand in the mirror like, hey, hi, hi, hello, hi? Do you ever do that? No? Okay. Well, okay, I guess. You get shy. Really? You get shy? Ah, maybe you're practicing for something like an interview. I see. That makes sense. Ha ha ha. Worm hello. No, no, no. Warm. Like WARM. Not a worm's hello. Like the little wriggling thing. No. Warm hello. Like hi. Whereas a cold hello would be more like, hey. Hi. Hi. Like there's no warmth. The trick is to smile, lead with a smile. Hi. You know, be really warm, really sweet. How to make people like you. It's magic. If you show people kindness and smiles and warmth, they will sometimes give it back to you. And not everybody will, and that's okay. But a lot of people will. Just wave, I guess that's fine, but you could say hello. Everybody loves a good hello. Just like a hey, and you can communicate a lot without words. Like all right, here's a hello. You're an old friend. I haven't seen you in like 3 or 4 years, but we used to really get on well. And I've just randomly encountered you in the grocery store. All right. I'm gonna communicate all of that depth in one hello. Hey. Or you could do like a similar. Wait, hi. See what I mean? Is it too rehearsed? It always ends up slightly different when it's in the moment, but I don't know. You don't practice your warm hellos? Am I scary? Wait, does that make me scary? Does that make it less warm? Drive through hello. Okay, so that's a total stranger, but you want to show them kindness. That's where I think practicing comes more in handy. That's a more realistic application is when it's a total stranger. That's when you don't actually need real warmth. You need practice warmth. A simple like, hello, that'll get the job done. Or like, hi, you know, and then comma, here's my order. Can I get, here's my card, etc. Go with the moment. I don't know. I have a habit of practicing these things because it used to be that going with the moment for me meant saying nothing and being avoidant and cold. So I don't know if that's too real. I found that I did not like being avoidant and cold. And now I am so whimsical and warm. Ooh, new tangent. I hate the way that people use the word whimsy. They use it wrong. You can say, quote, I have whimsy. You should not say, quote, I'm so whimsy. Whimsy is the noun. Whimsical is the adjective. Am I wrong? Am I a liar? Is that true? Because that's how it is in my brain. Every time someone says, no, he's so whimsy, I love it. I don't love that. Mm-mm. No, he's not. Fun grammar lesson. You know, I love to pull out English lessons. English lessons for English speakers and non-English speakers. Because honestly, English is such a complicated language that even native English speakers don't speak it correctly a lot of the time. And we invent new words by saying words wrong. And eventually it becomes accepted. Like whimsy gradually is going to become okay to use as an adjective because people constantly use it wrong. But you're so whimsy. No, I'm not. Whimsical. I am so whimsical. I have whimsy. My whimsy is impeccable. My state of whimsy. So nice. I am whimsical. I am not whimsy. Whimsy is a noun. You have whimsy. You can be whimsical. Define the meaning, usage of whimsy. How different from silly? So silly is just kind of like goofy, haha, funny. Like everything's gonna be a joke. Like teehee, I'm just so hashtag random. Lol XD tacos. That's silly. Whimsy is more like to have whimsy, to be whimsical, is to do things purely by the beat of, marching to the beat of your own drum, doing whatever you want to do, and you're motivated more by having fun and enjoying life than by like rules or expectations. That's having whimsy. Yeah, by the beat. Free-spirited. Yeah, free-spirited is a good synonym for whimsical in the way that it's being used these days. To have whimsy is to just kind of like do whatever you want to do and to be spontaneous. Spontaneous is another word I would use to sub in as a synonym for whimsy. By the beat, so whimsy. No! No! By the beat, not so whimsy. By the beat, so whimsical. Whimsy, noun. Whimsical, adjective. Grr! By the beat, mention. Hi, Sable. Gubodig. You've been up for a bit now, actually, but good afternoon. Good morning, afternoon. Good morning, afternoon. Answer your Discord DM. Grr! I'm just going to growl at everybody. Get them to do what I want. I'm going to just start doing that. Anytime somebody doesn't do something I want, I'm going to go. Grr, it's not whimsy, it's whimsical. You don't like that? You are whimsy? No. You are whimsical. Sable, you are whimsical. You have whimsy. Am I whimsy? No! No, you don't feel whimsy. You feel whimsical. Whimsy is the noun. Whimsical is the adjective. Stop! You're just doing this on purpose to rile me up. Oh, wait, you know what Sable gets? Sable gets something different. Sable gets the... It's been a while since that one, right? Extra whimsy. No! I have extra whimsy. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, this is embarrassing for me. I think he literally did answer my DM before I said that. I just saw it. Tucks my hair behind my ear. Oops. That's embarrassing for me. I'll answer him back on the next Pomodoro. Oops. I'm so tired. Losing aura. No. My aura's through the roof, right? I was so cool locking in. I saw you saying that. But no, I didn't because I was locked in. Wasn't going to say anything. But the people should know. The people should know that you actually did answer the DM and I just didn't see it. It's my fault. Aura down now. Something activated just now seeing the down arrow emojis, by the way. Whenever I see those down arrow emojis, I'm like, okay, I'm turning somebody's volume down because that's the code. That's the system that we've set up here. Like if I'm in a collab and I need to turn somebody down, that's my signal. Anyway, We're gonna work for another 20 minutes. And I think this will be the last Pomodoro. We'll just free chat for a bit after. My timer's slightly off, but that's okay. You think my smile's beautiful, T? Beautiful and auriful? All right, I'll be working for 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Then we will continue. We'll just free chat after. Awesome. We are done. No more Pomodoros. That's the last Pomodoro for tonight. Ah! Ah! Wait, hold on.
Oh, my back.
Awesome. Stretch, stretch. I recommend standing after you finish a bunch of work. I'll be doing that when the stream is over. It's always good to roll your shoulders, circle, then in the other direction. Awesome. Thank you for working with me today. I know I had some hurdles when it came to my attention today, but I was still able to make significant progress. Honestly, the most significant progress, I did not finish. Just to be clear, I'll finish it off stream, but the most significant progress that I could have made today was actually just getting the direction that I wanted. And I have that now. So all I have to do is sit down and make it happen, play it out, you know? My problem before was that I just could not come up with what I wanted to happen. So I'm basically king of the world now. Yeah, I won. I did everything I needed to today, in a way. In a sense. I'm getting so good at that. Did you see that? That was perfect. Didn't even have my reference on. Sorry, I was messaging Sable during that because I needed some work related stuff from him, and then it became not work related. That guy's so goofy. I love that guy. He's so dear to my heart. Do you think he knows? That man is one of my most precious treasures. Anyway, let's just chat for a bit before I wrap. I can't go for too long. I do actually still have to finish that thing I was working on. I have several other things I have to finish before I take my nap, before the collab tomorrow. So I can talk for like, what, 15 minutes? It's kind of like a little like talking section of a Pomodoro and a half is how long we can talk. He definitely knows. He definitely knows. You think he knows? You know, he probably does. That's why he messes with me all the time, probably. I think that's why. He knows he can get away with it. Maybe that's what it is. What a clown. Get a load of that guy. Yeah. Teehee. How have you been last couple days? I got so locked in on work, I neglected to ask. What have you been up to the last 2 days? I didn't get to talk to you at all yesterday. I spent more time trying to work today. What have you been up to today and yesterday? What will you be up to tomorrow, etc.? What is good in your world, as I like to say? Tell me everything. Giga work. Oh, you too. I know. Tell me about it. A lot of homework. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, that sounds just miserable. Deadlines. Oh man. Okay, I see this stream couldn't have come at a better time, huh? Gold for nationals. Let's go. That's so impressive. Nice work. Oh my gosh. Competitions and contests. Best of luck. Holy moly. Freedom soon. Freedom for Kaelix in December. I think around December I'll be free to start working on January. No, I'm exaggerating. Except I'm also not really. But it's good stuff. It's good stuff. I'm obsessed. I have this running habit recently. Like I think I picked this up last year or the year before. Anytime I tell a really tacky joke, like when you'd hear it at like a stand-up comic show in 1970, I'll deliver the joke and then I look like a puppet like for a puppet comedian, I'll go like every single time. I can't help it. But like, yeah, in December I'll be free. Free to start planning for January. It's so goofy. So goofy. Oh, that's a new one. I've already said that I don't like the don't go bald joke. So the new one is don't go balls. You're so funny. Don't go balls. What does that mean? Is this a workaround or a sincere typo, I wonder? Because like I said, I have mentioned that I hate the don't go bald joke. I love you so much. Don't go balls. Please don't go balls. I'm begging you, please. Don't go balls, please. Please, you don't know what this would mean to me. Please never go balls. Hmm. Oh my gosh. Transform into a ball. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. I think I'm gonna go balls. Sorry. You know what that makes me think of? That makes me think of going dentist. Not going to the dentist. Specifically going dentist. Wherein you dig deep underground and you go to like an ant colony and you serve in their ant military. Are you familiar with going dentist? Have you ever gone dentist? Can't say I've ever gone dentist. I've gone to the dentist, but I've never gone dentist. Sorry, it's an Adventure Time reference. It's an Adventure Time reference. The whole thing is just a silly Adventure Time reference. It's okay if you don't understand. I was just checking. I was just checking. If you don't know, never mind. It's okay. Going whimsy? No. Listen, it is a good thing for language to change. It is a good thing for words to change. That's why we say so many funny, cool things that we say today. I hate whimsy. I hate it. Or rather, I love whimsy. And because I love it, I hate when people say it wrong. I don't want this one to change. It's like the same thing in me that hates like I hate the path that Gyat has taken over the last 3 years. That one gets on my nerves so bad. I hate when words change specifically because they're used wrong unknowingly, if that makes sense. Sometimes. Sometimes it makes sense. Whimsy does not make sense. He's so whimsy. No, he's not. Adventure Time is old. Don't say that. Don't say that. Because that means I'm old. Adventure Time isn't old yet. Adventure Time needs like another 5 to 10 years before it's old. Don't say that. Hold on. Pause. Rewind. Actually, no. Fast forward. Don't even play. Adventure Time isn't old. Adventure Time is still going. Right now. Don't say that. You want old? Okay, what's an old cartoon? Danny Phantom is old. Rugrats is old. SpongeBob is really old. That one ran a billion years ago. And that's still going. That's kind of crazy. SpongeBob is old. Tom and Jerry, super old. Ancient cartoon. Those are old. Danny Phantom is not old? What, you don't think Danny Phantom's old? Well, hold on. Let's consult. Let's consult the internet. Danny Phantom. Release date. First episode aired April 3rd, 2004. I hate to say it. I think Danny Phantom's old. I think it's old. I think it's old. It's old. Yeah, it's old. Sorry. It's old. That's an adult human. That is a grown adult. That is a human. There are humans in this room with us right now that are younger than Danny Phantom. And I mean the show, not the character. Danny Phantom's old. Is old. Sorry. Still good. I haven't watched it, but what I have watched, I loved. I saw I watched it with friends one time. I watched I don't remember I remember her name. I don't remember the episode, but she sings a song where she's like, "You will remember my name, Ember. You will remember." Like her name's Ember. I remember her. Or I guess I remember her name. I remember what she looked like. She had like a blue flame ponytail, I think. I know her. Yeah, I remember that one. I remember the theme song for Danny Phantom. He's a phantom. Yo. I don't remember the rest. Danny Phantom, he was just 14. Machine. I don't remember the rest. Yeah, no, I never watched that one. I never watched Danny Phantom. He's a phantom. I know the theme song, though. And I know a lot of people who really love it. Favorite cartoon theme song? Ooh! That's a really good question. I actually have an answer for sure, but I'm trying to remember what it is. There's one I had a big phase of obsession with singing. Oh, what was it? Oh, this is gonna drive me crazy. I can't remember which theme song it is. There is a specific theme song from a cartoon that I loved that I thought was way too good to be this like a theme song for a cartoon. Is it really your favorite if you can't remember it? No, don't say that. I just can't remember. Not Adventure Time? No, I love the Adventure Time theme song, but I don't actually love it. I like the theme song, and I like it because it's attached to Adventure Time, but like as a song on its own, it's okay to me, you know? That's where I fall with that. Fairly Odd Parents theme, that's a really good one. That's one to list. That is one for the books. The Fairly Odd Parents theme. That's a really good theme song. That is a really, really good one. Bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-ba-dum. Like right away with the big jazz brass band coming through. Bum, ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-dum. Beautiful beginning. And then we get the intro, we get the lore, just in case you're new to the show. You know, just in case you haven't seen a single episode before, and this is your first time watching, you get all the pretext you need. Timmy was an average kid. Got the snaps? Dun, 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 ba-ba-dum. It's so good. It's such a good theme song. It does everything a theme song needs to do. It does everything music aspires to be. Sorry, I got a little emotional. I genuinely started tearing up for a second. I don't know why. I'm not even that into it, but I love it. I think it's great. That's a good theme song. I just like when people put effort into children's television. That's what made me emotional. I started thinking about it for a second. I don't know. I'm a bit critical of a lot of like current running children's television shows. I do not think children are getting peak anymore. And I get a little invested because I love thinking that children are being taken care of and that they're being given a good future. No, I don't cry to the Fairly Odd Parents theme song. Come on now. Come on. Let's be real. Let's not get it mixed up now. I think the Fairly Odd Parents theme song might actually have been my answer. Come to think of it, that I was looking for, because I knew for sure that the one I was trying to think of was a jazzy one, and Fairly Odd Parents has a big band theme. It's got catchy lyrics. It's got like a memorable hook there. It's got a memorable like chocolate shake. Like it's iconic. It's funny. It gives you all the lore you need. It just feels good. Oh, but there was another one for sure. Ooh, there's one no, I can't remember. Wait. My brain. These are such early memories. I can't remember these shows. Ooh, Pink Panther's before my time, but I love that theme. I know that one. Da-dum, da-dum, ba-dum. That's a good one. I'm digging so deep in my mind palace. What show or channel? I liked watching Cartoon Network and Nicktoons. Shows that I'm old? No. No, don't say that. I'm still in my prime. Come on now. I can't remember. Cowboy Bebop. I did watch that one retroactively. I really like that one. That's got a very iconic ba-dum, ba-dum. That's Cowboy Bebop, right? Ba-dum, 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 ba-da-da. Is that something else? Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Am I thinking of the wrong jazz instrumental theme for a show? Ba-dum, 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 ba-da-da. What is that? Is that Cowboy Bebop? I mix them up sometimes. It is? Okay. From Cowboy Bebop, the one that I really like, it was an insert song that plays for like 2 seconds in one episode. But you can listen to the whole song. It's the one that goes, 僕の子犬がいなくなった。んだらたららたららたら。犬一緒だったのに。Do you know that one? Recette pour ce qu'on Recette possible que c'est si le possible. It's the one that has fake French in it. Je me sais de l'amour chez moi. Un de la rien qu'a fait notre. Do you know that one? Fake French. It's meant to sound like French, but it's not actually French. Some of the words are real, but they don't make sense in context. So, like, to a French person or like someone that speaks French, that song would sound so goofy. Yeah, Cowboy Bebop. Lyrics don't mean anything. Well, they do, but they don't. So it's Japanese lyrics and it's misheard Japanese French. How do I phrase this best? So the lyrics in Japanese are about like losing your dog. It's like I've got a missing dog. Please help me find him. He looks like this. Really sweet, sad little song. And then the fake French portion is like it's written in a way that looks like French and sounds like French, but it's meant to imitate the Japanese lyrics. So it does have meaning, I guess, but the like in a vacuum the fake French lyrics would not mean anything. It's just like fake French words that are meant to sound like the Japanese lyrics. Yeah. So it's kind of like French Simlish, you know? Like in cuz like in The Sims they make songs and then they'll also go to artists that already have their own songs and they'll be like, "Hey, can you sing your own song in Simlish for me?" And the Simlish lyrics are always meant to sound something like the original lyrics. Like tonight we are young. They got the original artist for that to sing it and it goes, "Man, I we by you." Or there's also comfly gur, shaky fabby gur, shaky fabby gur, shaky fabby. Like shake it for me, girl. I love The Sims. I love The Sims music. I love Simlish. What's really good is I haven't played The Sims 4, but I listened to some of the artists that they got for Sims 4's music. They got was it Tak? Wanna be wa. That cracked me up so bad. Wanna be wa. We got S-pop. We got Simlish Japanese. Wanna be wa. That cracked me up so bad. Like wanna be wa instead of watashi wa. Haven't? No, I've only played The Sims 3. I want to play The Sims 4. I've had a few opportunities. I think I even own it. I just never got around to it because, my first exposure to The Sims was through The Sims 3. And that's just what I got addicted to. And then when Sims 4 came out, I already had all these expansion packs for The Sims 3 that I had accumulated over a number of Christmases and birthdays. And I was like, oh, I can't go back. Or I can't move forward. I can't move on from this. And I had like a like a seven or eight generational family that I was playing with a super long lifespan. I played generational Sims. Sim stream, please. Maybe sometime. I don't know. I'd kind of like to, but I don't know. Because if I did, it would have to be Sims 4, right? Like, it's got to be Sims 4. But I've never played this Sims 4, and I don't even know who I'd make. I don't know, because I can't do my generational playthrough style for something like that, I think. That'd be way too long. I got way too much else to do. But I don't know, maybe I could make By the Beat. Bada bee. I'm scared to make By the Beat though. What if they get in a romantic relationship and then I have to explain that to the real guy? You know? Like what if someone asks for like Frio's hand in marriage in the game and I can't stop it from happening, except I kind of can if I try really hard. And then I have to explain to him that it's just in the game. He'd be like, that is very inappropriate. No, I feel like he wouldn't care. Like what if I don't know, what if that happened? Wanted to marry them. No, I'm talking about NPCs. What if like the other random Sims, like God, I can't remember their names. What if Miss Landgrab comes around and pulls out a ring? Huh? What then? What if Miss Landgrab shows up? Do they still have the Landgrabs in Sims 4? Is that dynasty still going strong? Bella Goth, is she still there? Ain't she married? That doesn't mean anything in The Sims. Have you played The Sims? Marriage is a suggestion in The Sims. Which is why it's a fear. Like, what if it happens under my nose and I don't even realize? They got her? Oh my gosh. Eliza Pancakes? Okay, I don't know Eliza. I've never met Miss Pancakes, but like, what if that happened? I'd have to intervene. I guess it wouldn't really happen unless I just wasn't paying any attention, but I don't know. Maybe I should play The Sims sometime. Mortimer Goth is still going strong. Awesome. That's oomph. I remember Mortimer Goth. Holy moly. I think I wrapped up the last Pomodoro more than 15 minutes ago. I was supposed to stop talking earlier. I got so much to do. You're just so fun to talk to. Where? Boo-hoo. Lore between the games is dope. I don't know about any connections between them, but I do like The Sims 3. I spent a lot of time playing that. I did not have every single expansion. I said I had them all, but I didn't actually. I had 3 or 4 of them. I had Supernatural. That was my favorite one, and that's the one I played on the most. I was obsessed with Supernatural. And I also had Late Night, which introduced vampires. So combining Supernatural with Late Night got some really cool stuff, because Supernatural was all about vampires, witches, werewolves, and stuff, right? Like magical stuff. So having going from Late Night into Supernatural, it was awesome. It was so cool. I had a witching family. It was a witching dynasty, and I played for like 7 or 8 generations. Don't say it. I played for 7 or 8 generations, and I played with the super long life mode. It was super slow. It was so fun. I spent so many hours playing that silly game. Stop. Okay, anyway. I need to wrap. We're just talking about The Sims now. I'm gonna let you go now, but not before I show you my schedule. I don't know why I said it like that. Wowza. Oh wait, hold on. Let me do this first. Let me show you let me tear off this part of the ticket for you so you can see. Kile Diana. Kolewa. Kile Diana. Look at it. All right, here's my impression. Looks just like him, right? Yeah, this is the art I'm showcasing this week. Isn't it so beautiful and autumnal and orange? I love it so much. I love this season. I love this time of year. It's so beautiful. And as usual, I cropped it. It's pretty zoomed in. There's more to this image to be seen. So I recommend that you here, let me tear off this little section right here. I recommend that you check out this person on Twitter if you want to find it. Find the full thing. Alternatively, if you want to find it even faster, I have it in the replies to my pinned tweet on Twitter. Feel free to go check it out. See the full crop. Go give it some likes, some love. So this week I will be very busy. I already am very busy. Every second I'm working, I'm still falling behind. But I'll do my best. And please do not worry about me. I'm doing just fine. Just to be clear, I know I say things like that, but that's mainly me being dramatic and whiny. I love to exaggerate and I love to be a whiny baby. But the day does not, well, okay, we're still technically on Monday, but here in about 4 minutes it'll be Tuesday for me. Tuesday morning EST, Tuesday afternoon Europe time, Tuesday night, evening night JST, Eastern Hemisphere. I'll be playing Super Bunny Man for the very first time. I've never played it before. I've seen tiny clips, but I've never watched a full stream, so I don't know that much about it. I just know it's like a funny physics game, right? But I'll be playing with the one, the only Albin Knox. Love that guy so much. He's so cool, so funny. I feel like every second I'm around this guy, I always end up laughing because he's just so silly. And he kind of, I don't know. I like hanging out with Albin because Albin is the type that will kind of match your energy, right? Like if you're gonna bring a laughing vibe to the function, he will meet you there. You know what I mean? In fact, he's probably already there. So I'm really excited for this. It'll be early morning for me, so I apologize if the time zone difference is rough on you, but it will be archived just like any other collab normally would be. So feel free to watch as a VOD if it's bad timing for you. I do hope it's good timing though. Yeah, I don't know. This is when he normally streams. He offered to match my time, but I know like he's really busy. It works out. I just in general I don't want to make him match my time or anything like that. I think I can match his, especially since I've been going to bed really late lately. Anyway, I went to bed past noon this morning. Did you know that? It's over for me. I'm like astronomically cooked. But yeah, I'll be playing Super Bunny Man with Alvin in the morning. I'll be taking Wednesday and Thursday off, or at least I plan to take it off. I have no plans for streams. If you see a stream for me, it'll be totally guerrilla, but do not expect it because this is like super turbo deluxe edition busy week for me. Like I have not been this busy maybe ever. And I've said that about a couple weeks in the past, but I think this one puts those to shame because this is like my last stand for a couple things. There are some things that I'm trying to work on that I've attempted a couple times and I've failed to manage it just due to like the struggles with sickness and other complications. This is my last stand. If I can make it happen this week, then it's fine. If not, I'm gonna have to throw in the towel, and I hate doing that. I hate quitting. I'm not a quitter, so this week is my last stand. Wednesday, Thursday, I'll be fighting for my life. Friday, I will also be fighting for my life, but Friday I'll have a Pomodoro again. Probably it'll be probably on the shorter side though. But that's just my way of like also getting in a work day while still being able to hang out. I do not want to take 3 days off in a row unless I absolutely need it. So that'll be my way of hanging out even when I'm super busy. And then Saturday I should be good to relax a little bit. So assuming I make the progress I need to on Wednesday and Thursday. So I'll play Pokemon Legends Z to A. I focus pretty much exclusively on fashion instead of progressing the story, and like all my oomphs are seeing so many things that I don't know about. I keep hearing about NPCs and I don't know. So I'm gonna progress the main story a bit, lock in on that. I can't say how long we'll play for because it is still generally a very busy week, but I do hope that you can enjoy what time we can have together this week. And please trust that I'll be back to normal as soon as I can. Now that I'm finally like getting my vocal control back, I got a turbo lock in. Got a few things I need to record for later on. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I'll do my best. I will make you proud. Trust. All right. Let's see. Who can I send you off to Fo today? Minion Odebab Fo today. Let's Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Oh, multiple options. Speaking of Pokemon Legends Z to A, we're going to send you to Miss Illyra Pandora. I love her. She's so funny. She's such a good time. She is playing Pokemon Legends Z to A. It seems like she's just started her own playthrough. Hopefully she's not too far, so you won't get spoiled for anything if you're watching my playthrough. I'm sure it'll be a good time either way. Please show her some love and support. If you participate in the redeck, please be sure to read her rules and follow them. Please be respectful. Please be nice. Do not go in there talking about me at all. If she asks what we did today, you say, we worked, the end. You know what I mean? You know the drill by now, I trust. Yeah, show her some love for me, okay? Yeah, that's oomph. Okay, I'm gonna get back to work. Well, I think first I'm gonna have some food. My mom made some delicious mac and cheese today. Oh my gosh, it's the creamiest mac and cheese I've had in my entire life. She must have used like 12 billion blocks of cream cheese. It's so good. So I'm gonna have a plate of that, and then I'm gonna get back to work. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Thank you for working with me as well. I hope that if you weren't able to finish your work either, that you can get more progress in later on. But be sure to rest when you can, okay? Pace yourself. Don't go too crazy. Get some good food, as always, right? Make sure you treat yourself to something yummy, too. And stay safe till next time, okay? I will see you soon. As soon as I can. Yeah, I'll see you in 7 hours. All right. I'm not going to sleep through this one, trust. Bye-bye. Wait. Sorry. Hold on. Sorry. Hold on. Come back. Don't go yet. I forgot. I have to mention the other thing. I forgot. Just to make sure everybody's on the same page. I saw that people weren't noticing it, so I want to point it out. You may have seen. Sorry. You may have seen that I'm also in a collab off channel, hosted by the person behind Rose Milk Studio. Out of Pocket Theater. You may have seen that. I just wanted to clarify that'll be next week. Okay, the date and time is in the image in the post. It's not in the text. I saw people being like, "When is it? When is it? When is it?" Because it wasn't written in the text, so you might have missed it. So yeah, I'll be participating over there. I'll tell you more about it when the day draws closer, like near this weekend. But I just wanted to let you know it's next week. Okay, it's next week. Just a half hour after our usual start time of it'll be 7:30 EST. Yeah. I'll be doing a voice acting game with a couple voice actors. Actually, I'd consider all of them to be voice actors, but a couple voice actors that are like mainly voice actors, and then a couple talents like me, couple streamers. Teehee. Yeah. Okay. That is all. That is all. I can go now. Bye bye. I just wanted to let you know it's next week. It's not today. It's not tomorrow. It's next week. Just letting you know. Just a reminder. It's next week. It's next week. It's on the 17th. Okay. Okay. Bye bye.